I know what you're thinking. Another Jaclyn Hill highlighter review. Of course, typical. Can't help it, I like highlight. But yes, I will be reviewing the highlight, The Flash, my dears. The name, The Flash highlighter palette. Comes with this nice, mirror palette along with the shiny, dazzling brush. Yes, I did create and tell you the swatches, the look, and it's all on my face, my dears. So if you're curious about, well, because I'm not going to show you, nope, not going to show you all the 4 colors that's in here, my dears. No, I will not. But if you're curious about all the colors, the swatches, and how I got this lovely neutral highlighty look with just this palette alone, and how the brush works, then keep watching, my dears. Keep watching. Well, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, my dears, and thank you so much for pushing the little play button. I really appreciate it. Now today I will be doing a makeup tutorial. I know, it's been a while, my dears, it's been a while. With the, of course, the third product that Jaclyn Hill came out in December, the Jaclyn Hill The Flash. I'm going to show you swatches, how I applied, because all 4 colors are on my face, my dears, but different ways of putting it, how it looks dry, how it looks with MAC Fix Plus, etc. I'm going to show you the works, my dears, and I'm going to let you know if I think this is worth it or not and who this is for. But right before we begin, I just want to remind you, just in case you haven't already, please consider subscribing. And remember to push the little notification bell, because it will let you know when my videos are up and loaded, my dears. And also, just want to remind you, everything's down in the description below, but follow me on all of my social medias on Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, Facebook, and even Snapchat, because it will let you know when my videos are up and loaded, my dears. And even my IMDb. Now, my IMDb is for acting. I will go back into acting soon. Just right now, I am working on my album. In case you do not know, I am a blues and jazz musician, hence my channel, The Beauty and Music Family, because I love beauty, I love tutorials, but I will be having some videos of my singing, working on my album, etc, etc. And yes, I do have some videos that my tutorials on when I go to the studio and different looks that I do. So I like to combine both my passions in one, and hopefully you can enjoy me of being an artist, of a singer, actress, model, dancer, makeup artist. Yeah, I have a lot of trades. Now, I'm going to go ahead and hush, and I'm going to go straight into, because it's going to be a long one, my dears, the tutorial of how I use my thoughts of the Jaclyn Hill with the dazzling brush of her launch, and if it's worth of you getting it. See you in just a second, my dears. So, before I show you the differences and the tutorial and stuff like that, I'm going to show you how it came. This came in the mail, the Jaclyn Hill, I'm going to read it exactly, Accent Light Duo highlighter palette and brush set. Now you can get this individually, that's fine. I'm gonna link Jaclyn Hill Cosmetics down in the description below, just in case you're curious. I'm just gonna show you the varieties. I have done 2 other videos with our other products. Just see if there's one that you like more, less, know how it works, etc. My Jaclyn Hill. And I will plan to do a tutorial with all 3 of these. If you guys request, just let me know what you like. Comment below. I really appreciate it. So you get in this nice fancy box. She did do like 3 different types, I believe. I'll also link her full video descriptions of all of her highlighters of what she says and indicates they are down in the description below. Now the palette, of course, comes, it's a box within the box and within the box. Well, it comes into this, if I can put it up correctly where you can read, I know, right? Jaclyn. This is basically the box. And it's extra, my dears. It's extra. But I get it. It's packaging and the price is expensive. This is how much it costs. So I get it. It needs to be extra. What you're paying? My loves. There's this fallout in there that basically says you're looking at an original. This is what it says, my dears. Our accent light highlighters are made using a proprietary filling process that creates unique, one-of-a-kind patterns in one pan. There's no ordinary highlighter palette. It's a work of art. Okay, nice marketing. Okay, I get that. Now, my dears, I have been playing around with this product for a couple of weeks. I ain't gonna lie, I have for like about a month. This is the Jaclyn Hill. This is called The Flash. She does have 2, one for lighter complected and one for darker complected. I cannot show you both due to where I'm only one skin tone. I'm on the lighter side. And the lighter side is a little bit harder to open, so if you have issues opening, just little FYI. Like, I appreciate the mirroring, I can't speak English. And this is how, for the lighter complected, it looks like. The packaging I like, is very nice, it's elegant, it's glam. It's Jaclyn Hill. If you've seen her for a while, she's glam. I like the packaging. The thing I don't like is just smudges and gets dirty really easily. So you're gonna have to Windex this a lot. It does have a good size mirror. So this is actually a good mirror for traveling and stuff, because if you just don't have a mirror anywhere, or you know those atrocious lighting in the hotel bathrooms, this is just a good way to look at yourself, do your makeup or whatsoever. Now I'm actually use this maybe somewhere during the video, you never know. But this is basically, it has a good size mirror and it has 4 shades of the highlighter. Gleam, Iced, Sparks, with a $, Memorized. Now all these, they look different, don't they? The issue is there's not much too far apart in the difference. I'm going to show you that in the swatches as well as the eye look today. That way you can see if this is worth it or not. Now, I'm going to go with swatches. I'm going to go with Gleam. This is Gleam. I do apologize. I'm going to try to see if you can see this, especially with the sun. And if not, I'll redo it inside for that way you can at least see the swatches a little better. I'll figure it out. But in a way, I'm glad I'm doing it outside for you can see how it will look like. The next color I'm doing is Ice. It's the one next to it. They are very nice colors, I gotta say. The next one I'm doing is Sparks. And the final color I'm doing is called Memorized. These are all the colors. Gleam is a little bit more very white. That looks really well, like maybe for your brow bone or inner corners. Iced is very good, like for like highlight, and I will be using that for the lid, by the way. Sparks is very good for inner corner, brown bone, or even for the lid if you like on topper. And this Memorized, it can be good either way. So all these are multifunctional for the eyes, because I kind of don't know the rest of my look, to be honest, but I have tried a look on here that I think would benefit you. It's just so your vision what you want to wear it for. I'm just trying to figure out ways to multi-use this, because honey, this is expensive and we want to try to multi-use it as much as possible. So this is a highlighter. Highlighters you can use for eyes, for highlight your face, maybe just particular area, honey. My dears, this is multifunctional. There's no rules of makeup. You do what benefits you. I'm just going to show you everything that I know off of it. That way you have an idea how to use it, and maybe things maybe you may not have thought of. Let me know if you learned something new. I really want to know, because I want to be able to help you. I'm here to serve you. Today I'm going to be using the TooFaced chocolate bar, and this goes on regular palettes as well. It's chocolate soleil, champagne truffle, salted caramel, and semi-sweet. We will be using all these colors and varieties of ways, because I had to figure out a look that will be very good, like for the eyes and stuff, and fit everything in. And like with these, I think it's better to show you if I do a neutral look. I figure from the last couple of videos, this is the best way for me to do my makeup. That way you're able to see and I'm able to see. It's in 2-in-1, my dears. It's a 2-in-1. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to be using my Sigma E40, and I'm going to go into salted caramel. The only reason I'm going to salted caramel, because it's good to go with a light color, just to create your transition. I'm a big fan of transitions. So I'm going to go on the carpet, salted caramel. Carpet. Ooh, I don't know where I got the word carpet from, my dears. I really don't. Okay, and I'm going to put this all over the crease. Alright, my dears, I went ahead and did the transition crease. The next color I'm going to use, I'm going to be using this Anastasia Beverly Hills. These brushes that come into her, like within each palette. Now, if you have an Anastasia palette, you have one of these, my dears, you do. Or just get any like fat brush, or if you have a Sigma, like it's similar to like a Sigma E25. So yes, I know those numbers by memory, my dears. Yes, I do. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to create a crease color. Like I mentioned, this is just a tutorial. You do what benefits you, what you think will look better for your skin tone, your face shape, and just overall what color you actually want and what shape you want to do for your eyes. I just like having a little darker of a, like going between the lid and here. It's just a lot better in my opinion. So for that, I'm actually going to mix semi-sweet, this darker brown over here, and I'm going to put a little bit of chocolate soleil. Like mixing all that. Now, as you can tell, it looks very harsh, very unblended, which is why I like this brush, because you can just flip it around and just go ahead and blend everything in. And if you don't have this brush, and if you have a Sigma E40 or like anything similar to this, just get one without any additional product. Like you saw, I didn't add any product to it. This just helps blend everything together, my dears. It just blends everything together. My eyes are nice and blended. You see how the two colors blend absolutely beautiful, and how that darkness really like frames the eye a lot better. Nice. See why I like using light to dark colors. You gotta do a contrast in your eyeshadows. And I have done one look tutorials before that looks just as good, but with a little dimension, it really helps frame the eye and gives it that nice, unique little look. I'm gonna go straight into the palette. That way, where you actually came here for you can see what it actually looks like on the eye. So for today, I'm going to be using two of the colors on my eyes. I'm actually going to be using Gleam and Memorize, these two colors on my eyes. I believe I'll use this one for my upper, and this one I'm going to use like all mixed together in the cheeks and maybe underneath. You'll see. But I'm going to use these two first on the eyes, and I also will be wetting it with MAC Fix Plus in a minute, but I want you to see how it looks like dry. That way you can see if that's the look you like better or wetting it. I'm going to do both. For that, I'm actually going to be using my MAC 242 brush, just a flat shader brush. That's all you really need. It doesn't necessarily have to be this one. Sigma has one as well. Every brand has one. Just find one that you feel comfortable using and good for your eye shape, because we all have different eye shapes, my dears. Mine is just very, very medium round eyes. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and use Gleam first. It's powder, but not that much. And I'm actually going to put this in the front of the eye because it is fairly white. I usually like white eyeshadows in the front of the eyes only because it does help waken your eyes some more. Now, if you like this white, there's no reason. You can go ahead and put it all over your lid, my dears. You can. I'm just going to do two colors because there's like 4 highlighters, and I want you to actually see how it actually looks like. So that is the white of Gleam. I'm going to flip the brush over, and I'm going to be using Mesmerized. Hopefully I'm pronouncing this correctly. Memorized. It has a more like a white pinky shift, and I'm going to put it on the outer part of my eye. Alright, my dears, and then I go back to the same brush that I used before with no additional product, just to blend everything in, because, you know, it can be harsh. Alright, my dears, this is how it looks like dry, no adding MAC Fix Plus, anything like this. And then I'm going to go ahead and add MAC Fix Plus, and let's see which way you prefer. I have my MAC Fix Plus. Okay, I'm going to go back into the brush, go into Gleam. I'm going to wet it with MAC Fix Plus. And I'm going to put it on the inner corner just so you can see the intensity, if that's something that you prefer. See the intensity of that MAC Fix Plus compared to when it's dry. Okay, let me do the other eye the same way. Alright, my dears, now I'm going to flip this over, and I'm going to do the same thing with Memorized on the outer part of the lid. Here's the difference, wet to dry. Now let me do the other eye. Now I don't know if you're able to tell, but Memorized, even though on here it looks a little pinky, on the eyes wet, it has a little bit more yellow undertone than anything else. Weird, isn't it? Just keep that in mind when you wet it. Just keep that in mind. Now, my dears, from this, honestly, if you want to, like I said, I'm just trying to show you the highlighters. You can create a wing, you can put just a regular line, or you can just leave it alone and not do much of anything, to be perfectly honest, because I'm just going to leave it like this. I can, it's fine. What I'm going to do, my dears, in case you don't know, usually in my makeup, I usually do my eyes anyway, because I am messy, my dears, as you can tell. So, this is basically how you can use them on the eyes. I won't be complete. I will be using one other color for underneath the lash line. So, give me a moment. I'm going to step away, actually. I'm going to clean up. I'm going to put my primer, my foundation, some bronzer, maybe a little bit of blush. That way when I come back, I'll go ahead and show you what the rest will look like for the Jaclyn Hill highlighters. The finished look for underneath the eyes, what it does to the cheeks, the bridge of the nose, forehead, and the lip that I've kind of been obsessed with lately today. So, give me a moment. I'll be right back, my dears. I'll be right back. Alright, my dears, I am back. As I said in my face, I finished it up. If you're curious about the products that I use, down in the description below. And also some pictures, because, you know, I have some Loreal, I have some Love foundation. I've been obsessed with that foundation. And yes, I do have a full video of it, just in case you haven't seen it, down in the description below. Just letting you know about my thoughts. I also have the TooFaced Gingerbread Tan Bronzer, I believe. I did do a whole video of it as well. I'll put it down in the description below. Even though that particular bronzer, I am a little bit embarrassed about it because it only was sold during Christmas. I need to make that as a permanent color, and that's basically all I got on, my dears. Then we'll be going straight into lips with a liner that is new, and I'm gonna let you know my thoughts, and the lipstick that I've been absolutely obsessed with. Alright, now that I'm back, let's go straight into the highlighters. Now, for these highlighters, I'm gonna show you the other color that I did not use and put it underneath the eyes right here. And I'm going to be using my inner corners as well. So what I'm going to do, I believe these are the two colors I did not use. I'm actually going to be using Iced underneath my lash line. So I'm going to be using my Sigma E25. I know, what's new, right? If you've been to my channel, this ain't new. So I'm going to go ahead and put my brush on here. And I'm going to put it all underneath the lash line, just so you can see how it looks. Nice, pretty. Then I'm actually going to be using another E25 actually, and I'm going to go back, because you know this is a makeup look, you want it to make sense. I'm going to go back in TooFaced mini travel palette that I have, and I want to match with the outer corner up here. So I'm actually going to be using Semi Sweet again, and I'm going to put not all the way completely in, just halfway. I still want the highlighter there, I just want to give my look a little bit more of a dimension. And I feel like this is really good too, because it lets you know how it'll look like on top of a highlighter. And there you go, my dears. And you know what I just realized? I forgot to put mascara on. So if you give me a second, I'm gonna step away again, because I forgot mascara. Alright, my dears, I am back. I know it seems like I keep jumping up and down constantly. My apologies. My eyelashes are done, and if you're wondering how I got them so straight and curled and up, I actually used a hair dryer, and I did use MAC mascara. I can't remember the exact name, but I'll put it down in the description below, and this is the packaging, just letting you know which one I used. I'll link it below. It's a new mascara. In case you haven't seen the video of how I actually created these lashes with heat, it's this video right over here. I think I created it maybe about a year, 2 years ago maybe. Ooh, it's been that long. Yeah, I'll put it down in the description below. I'll link that in, just letting you know, but that's basically how I created it. Now, back to the tutorial. Then, I'm actually going to be using, this is my Luxie 111. I'm going to go into Spark, the last color I have not used, and I'm going to put it in the brow bone and the inner corners. And keep in mind, this is without MAC Fix Plus. I'm going to use the same brush with no product to blend that in, because that's a little bit harsh. But you see how that really lifts your brow bone? Then I continue to go back into Sparks again and put it for my inner corners. Okay, now I don't know if you're able to see the brightness to the camera and these lovely lights and sunshine, which is going down, so I think it's getting to be better lighting. How it literally brights up the inner corner, and that white that we used earlier, I believe it was Gleam. Alright. And then we're going to go straight into the cheeks. But for the cheeks, I will be using a brush that I did actually buy the actual brush that comes with it. You don't have to. I just saw it in a bundle. Why not? And it does come in the fancy packaging like it did with the other one. And this is Jaclyn Hill highlighter brush. Alright, this is the JO2. It looks a lot like the other brushes that comes with the other highlighters that I did in my videos. It looks like this nice, shiny, classy plastic, but it has like that glitterness, which I absolutely love. And it does have the JO2 labeled. Oh, and by the way, if you're wondering about how these do well in the wash, like it does come with like a little protector on top. It's just I can never put it back. Just letting you know these are protected. I have used this. Remember, I have figured out how to use this product, so just letting you know. And these do wash really well and nothing sheds, so that's good. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to actually mix all these together. And I'm going to put it all on my cheeks, bridge of my nose, forehead, and the top part of my lips. And hopefully you can see them with this lovely light that wants to come out shiny. See, I don't know if you're able to see the gleam. And that's basically how all the colors look like mixed together. Now let me go ahead and let's go ahead and blend this a little bit better on my skin, because it looks very like bright. I mean, this is bright, but actually, you know what I'm going to go ahead and do? I'm going to use MAC Fix Plus, just in case you want that intensity. That way you know how that looks like. Here's with the intense. This is before. This is the after. Of course, more intense. Alright, my dears, that's basically how the highlighters look, my dear. Now let me use MAC Fix Plus, that way all the powders and everything can mesh together. because that's all I'm going to be using today, my dears. Just the MAC Fix Plus setting spray. Alright, we're going to go straight into the lip products that I'm going to go ahead and use. I bought this literally last night, ain't gonna lie, at Kohl's. This is from the brand, which I haven't used a lot out of this brand, to be perfectly honest with you. I really haven't. Butter London. I think I've only used one other product from them before. And this is the Plush Rush Lip Liner in the shade Sensual Nude. And this is how it looks like, because my favorite lip liner, just in case you don't know, it is from NARS. I love their nice and velvety and creamy. But, you know, going to Sephora or buying online, it could be a little pain in the butt, just so you know. And Kohl's is a lot closer. And so I probably am going to try all the products I bought at Kohl's eventually, because, you know, I have thoughts and things that I will do on my channel. Let me know what you think about that idea. Let me know, comment below. But this is in Sensual Nude. And the way this has, it has a little brush. And it also has this, so it's very, very unique. And I like retractable ones. I don't like wooded ones because they're very stiff, and it's just, I don't like it. But this is in Sensual Nude. Mine just broke, so basically don't put it up so high. Just learned that. Okay, and this is how the Sensual Nude looks like. And if you're trying to wonder what's the point of a lip liner, it just helps the color stay in place. Sometimes I don't even put lipstick on, a nice lip liner just to smooth out the lips. And other times it's just a good base overall. It helps smooth everything and puts a lot of the lipsticks and lip glosses on top a lot easier. This one has a nice little brush, so if anything you want to smooth it out a little more. I like doing the bottom. My mini review on this, I do like it, and I do like the little brush, but I noticed like it's nice and velvety. It's very soft. I ain't gonna complain. It's actually a very nice color. You can build it up, because I did have to go over it a few times, as you saw. The only complaint so far is that it falls off very easily. Yeah, because my NARS lip liner, the velvet ones that I love, they're not as easily broken off like this one. I mean, I'll use this one because, you know, I have it and I do like it. I may have to experiment with other colors to see if it's the same result or not, because I can't completely disregard a certain product just out of one color, you know. But I do like the concept, so I'm going to try the other colors. The one that I've been completely obsessed with, because I've been obsessed with natural flushes lately, don't know why, and since I'm doing a natural look, I'm obsessed with the Winky Lush. I did do one brand tutorial, like literally a one brand tutorial on Winky Lush on this video right over here. And this is in the shade Lavender. Now, this is why I bought it. You see how it's nice, shiny, sparkly. I know, so me, right? Of course. I love it. But it says lavender, and outside it looks like a lavender. But look how it looks like on the lips. It looks more like flush than lavender. But I do love this. It's obsession goals, my dears. Now you see how that just became a nice neutral flushy color, not lavender like it states. So I think they need to, well, Winky Lux, if you're listening, in my opinion, the brand name should be like Flush or Rosy Flush. It looks like my natural lip color, but just, you know, just a little bit nice and juicier. But yeah, and this is basically my entire look with my Obsession lipstick and black. So I'm gonna go ahead and put Max Fix Plus one more time, because I'm a lip sprayer obsessed like that. And that's basically my entire look with the Jaclyn Hill The Flash highlighter palette, and the different ways you can use it, because I think you deserve to know different ways to use a particular product, not just one thing, especially if they're going to provide with different colors. So give me a moment. I'm gonna step away. I'm actually going to fix my hair just a little bit, and I'll discuss more about the color, my actual thoughts, if I think this is worth it, and who this would be for. Alright, my dears, I am back. I have, you know, juiced up the hair a little bit. I am back, and this is the final look, my dears. Now, let's go and discuss what I think about the Jaclyn Hill The Flash highlighter palette. Now, my dears, let's talk about packaging. The packaging is a little bit bulky, as you can tell. It's a little bulky. I like the mirror look. I do like the letters. It pops up. It looks a little 3D. I love it. I love how the idea. I like the idea. The execution, on the other hand, I like that it's a mirror, but I kind of don't, because it leaves smudges. So if that doesn't bother you too much, it's fine. For me, I'll live. It's just, I have a little bit of OCD, in case you don't know. I like these to be nice and clean and organized. So that kind of does bother me. So just the fact that I have to keep putting like Windex and stuff. Yeah, I know. It is hard to open. It's my other thing. I know what she was trying to do to make it nice and secure, which I appreciate. If you plan to use this as travel, if you do have it, it's good. But I always recommend, please put it in the bag. It's just safer that way. And this is good, just in case I did not mention, it's 12 months. And it is literally 0.1 ounces. Just letting you know. Now, Jaclyn Hill did mention in her video, I believe, that this was made in Italy. It's quite intriguing, actually. Well, I do like the size of the mirror, especially if you're going to go travel. It's actually very, very good, very nice size, especially if you don't have like really anywhere to look, or if you're in a plane or even in a car. This is actually a sizable mirror where you can see your entire face and you can see what's actually happening. So this mirror, and it's nice and classy and it's good. It's not one of those cheap ones. It's actually nice quality. So this, good job, Jaclyn. Her name's on the palette, of course, but like I mentioned from the packaging, it just gets really, really dirty. If that, you know, from the highlighters, and it is quite a bit powdery, as you saw me apply earlier. So that's my thing. That doesn't bother you too much, fine for me. As I mentioned, the names Gleam, Eye, Sparks, and Memorize. It's absolutely beautiful. The presentation is beautiful, except for those side effects, if you want to call it, that I mentioned a few seconds ago. Now, I love the colors and everything. The only thing I gotta tell you, even though through the swatches and everything, if you look at this, the difference in colors is really not that much different. Like Gleam and Sparks, they're really kind of close and about the same. You can see it like kind of close together right here on my eyeshadow there. They're about the same. So honestly, I would have thought she would have just picked one or the other. I don't think she needed both. This has a little bit, well, it looks like a little bit of a pinky sheen, but the problem is when you put it like on the eyes, it's yellow. Yeah, I don't think that's gonna look good for a lot of skin tones, unless you put it as an eyeshadow, maybe as a topper or something. It does depend on that color being pink, if that's what you're looking for. This one's a little bit more different, which is good. So honestly, she didn't need all these shades. These three would have been fine. These two are way too similar. I have done a wear test before. I have been using this palette for a little while. It does last. It really, your cheeks nice and shiny, but keep in mind what I do. I do use MAC Fix Plus. I do use the brush. I do go ahead and eye powder on top. I make things stay. Now, if you're like, oh, I'm just gonna add something, it may not last very long. Now, for this, I have tried it to where you just don't want to wear a lot of makeup, my dear. You really don't. You just want to add just a little something. You can. I would say, like, for this look would be, it can be soft. But if you want intense, just add MAC Fix Plus, some sort of setting spray that you happen to be more comfortable with. And I would say, you know, that's good for a night out in town. I say vacations, because this is actually a pretty good thing for travel, you know, out in town, and you know, photo shoots, because I do have a photo shoot coming up soon, which I'm really excited. But I know it's with one of my ambassador companies, Chick NYC. And this is absolutely fantastic, my dears. Like, the colors are really good. It's just these two are too similar. This one, don't expect it to be too pinky. That one's really the only accurate color that we see, my dears. Yeah, because I'm gonna take a look at these two again. Yeah. Who do you think this is for? Now, keep in mind, she does have two type of palettes, one for deeper complexion, one for light. I'm not a deeper complexion, I am lighter, so I'm only going to give you my opinions on this. The fact that I actually have it in my hand and I've tried it and demonstrated it to you, I say it's an okay palette. I think it is a little bit too expensive for what it is, especially with Jaclyn. I mean, she's known for highlighter, so this is actually a product I didn't think she would screw up. This is actually a pretty good product. The only thing is that, you know, the colors seem too similar. Yeah, that's kind of a problem for me. A lot of this looks a lot of the highlighters that you could find anywhere for a cheaper price. Like, if you want an actual quad, like to travel, because this, if you plan to travel, this is going to be a little bit of an issue and all this. Honestly, you're paying more for packaging for everything, and this does last. I really admit it really does last. So it's a good product if you have the money, but you can find better highlighters. Like, I have a bin of highlighters I still got to go through. Like, the Becca highlighters are pretty good. The Anastasia Beverly Hills, the Amrezy one, oh, love that thing. Just add some MAC Fix Plus. You get there, my dears. And one of my new obsessions is the powder highlighters from Artiste. I like those too. I'll probably have a review on that pretty soon. There's other highlighters that would be a lot better for you. This will be for someone, like, if you have the money, this is good. Or if you like that really, really beaming highlight like Jaclyn Hill does, this would be really good. Because some of this, it is hard to find the extreme beaminess, and a lot, like if you're a drugstore type person, a lot of them are very, very subtle, and I'm not a subtle type of gal. So for this, am I happy that I purchased it? Of course, I love it. Will I ever repurchase it again? No. Due to the pricing and the fact that I can find other highlighters that are similar to this and that I can do what I want. But if you really, really like that glow, you don't mind spending the money, the packaging doesn't bother you, I say this is a good purchase. If you just want a nice highlighter, maybe even, you know, you're shining to the gods, there's other products that could achieve this. So this, honestly, I'm glad I got it, but would it be a repurchase? No. The brush that it came with, it looks a lot like the other brushes that they have. It's a good brush, but I can find good soft like the brushes that she has, like from her line, I actually do like. I won't do the Morphe one because they're kind of, no. These I do like. So, I mean, if you just want her Jaclyn brushes, that's perfectly fine. There's no issues with them. They blend beautifully. They don't shed. So I do like the brush. I'm very glad about the duo, if anything. So, that's basically my review on the Jaclyn Hill the Flash palette. So thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. And if you made it to the end of my video, as always, you are absolutely amazing, because I know this video, I have a feeling it's like a million years long. So I'm gonna hush for a second, and I just want to say thank you so much for watching my video. I really appreciate it. And remember, in case you haven't already, please consider subscribing. Now, one last thing right before we leave. Be safe, be kind, be careful. I love you, I miss you, and I'll see you on my next video. See you soon. Have a great day, evening, or night. See you soon. Love you.